Find Those Movies. This week we are reviewing In the Earth, the new horror movie from Rook Films. What the heck is going on with this acid trip of a movie?
He told me his story. These are his memories. Can you feel him now? In the earth?
No, I don't know what you mean.
I think you do.
This week we are reviewing In the Earth, directed by Ben Wheatley. The backdrop of the movie is a world where a virus has unleashed a pandemic and scientists are trying to address it. Sounds familiar, right? The movie doesn't focus on the international pandemic, but a smaller story where a researcher named Martin and a forest ranger named Alma are hiking to a research site deep in the woods to resupply the post. However, they are assaulted by someone in the woods and all of their gear is taken. After being attacked, they run across Zach, a man who appears to be homeless and camping out in the woods. Martin and Alma readily take refuge with Zach, not knowing that there is a more nefarious side to their would-be savior. This is an independent film that doesn't have a lot of notably named actors and actresses. Most of their work has been in small parts on TV and straight-to-streaming movies. That should not negate the acting of our four main characters, as they each did a good job playing their roles. Joel Fry plays Martin, the researcher who is a bit out of his element and in over his head. Alora Torchia plays Alma, the confident and capable park ranger, guiding Martin to the research side. Reese Shearsmith plays Zach, the homeless woodsman, and Haley Squires plays Olivia, the leader of the research center located in the woods. In the Earth is a bit hard to unpack. First of all, it is in a lesser-known genre of horror called folk horror. Folk horror uses folklore and myth to act as a vehicle for that horror. This is where you get a lot of the weird cult, demigod worship type movies and the like. Some of the most famous ones of old are Children of the Corn, which is just okay, The Blair Witch Project, and The Wicker Man, the 1970s version, but the remake with Nick Cage is unintentionally good for Nick Cage reasons.
What is that? What is that? What is it? Oh, no, not the beast! Not the beast! Ah! Open my eyes! Eyes! Ah! Ah!
Gotta love Nick Cage. Usually, these movies don't work. However, they've had a bit of a resurgence over the past few years, thanks to the works of Robert Eggers with films like The Witch and The Lighthouse, and Ari Aster with Hereditary and Midsommar. Anyway, the movie falls into that camp. There is an old folk tale about the woods and how it is alive due to this deity, which Zach's character worships. The movie keeps you guessing if the wood is controlled by some god or if this is all a delusion. Director Ben Wheatley does use light and sound in a way that keeps you guessing. There are deep bass sounds that are faint in the background, so faint in fact that you actually wonder if it is even coming from the movie. Light is also meant to mess with your perception of reality within the woods and even the perception of these characters. I will say, the use of light in this film is pretty overwhelming, to the point that there is a warning of the movie causing epileptic seizures because of the light show. It is unnerving at first, but it gets old and annoying pretty quickly. To really critique this film, I will have to get into some major spoilers, so spoiler warning from here on out. I'll leave a timestamp below in the comment section so that you can skip the spoilers. Okay, so after some really crazy stuff at Zach's tent, Martin and Alma escape and eventually reach the scientific base. There, they find Olivia, who you find out to actually be Zach's ex-wife. Both Zach and Olivia believe that there is a deity or something that is living in the woods. They have a copy of an ancient text that they think verifies this. Zach is trying to speak to this deity through art and worship, while Olivia is trying to speak to it using the science of sound and light. Either way, they are both pretty nuts. You see that there are these mushroom spore clouds all over the research facility and also all over the woods. I'm pretty sure that everyone in the movie is high and hallucinating on these shroom spores. You do wonder why everyone has the same hallucinogenic experiences. Why is everyone's hallucination so similar? And why do they line up with what an ancient coven wrote about all those years ago? Artistic decisions are being made that drive the actions of the characters. Often, the movie loses itself in the commentary instead of addressing the holes in the story. For example, why didn't Martin and Alma take the opportunity to escape when they were there? Why do none of these scientists ever question the hallucinogenic effects of the mushroom spores instead of jumping off the deep end with this woods are alive theory? These are supposed to be award-winning researchers. These leaps of logic do not reflect any type of scientific thought that I'm aware of and I've been exposed to. Also, if Zach is out here just murdering and killing and sacrificing people, why did none of the search party members looking for those said people ever stumble upon this vast woodsman camp of horrors? There isn't anything mythical about him. He's just a guy. Wouldn't he have been arrested a long time ago? Many of these decisions don't make sense. So what is my rating? See it, stream it, or skip it? I'm going to give this a rating of stream it. This is a very artsy film that has a lot of great things going on for it, but I'm pretty sure that the casual audience will hate this film. Wheatley does a lot of cool tricks while shooting this movie, including tight framing, documentary-style shots, and the manipulation of light and sound. Most of it will probably work a lot better if you do see this in theater, but these tricks can be overshadowed by the pretentiousness of the storytelling. Like many new age folk horror films, In the Earth needs repeated viewings to catch all the nuance in this film. I don't know if audiences will care enough to go back to this film and find all those little nuggets. I know I'm not. It's not because it's too artsy. To be frank, the movie just isn't scary. That's its biggest sin. It is too busy trying to send a message that it forgets to focus on the horror. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a guy that loves movies. Do you plan to see In the Earth? If so, let me know your thoughts on the film in the comment section below. Also, what do you think about this new wave of folk horror? Is this the direction horror is going for the next 5 to 7 years? I'd love for you to share your thoughts on that as well. As always, check out more channel content and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, and I will see you at the theaters next month.